Alright guys, so the new transforming Super BUU is here, and he's a very solid unit. I want to kind of get another look at him, see how he does, but the fact that he's only at 80% attack and defense for pretty much the majority of fight, like, I think he'll be a good unit, but not spectacular. Now, as soon as he takes his transformation, all three of the forms he'll take, BUU Piccolo, BUU Gotenks, BUU Gohan, are all outstanding, really tremendous. But I think it'll just be solid until he actually transforms. But his team is ridiculous, disgusting, awesome. I love how his team is. Let's awaken him, and then let's take a look at some of the options we have for using on this enhanced transformation team. Alright guys, for this initial video, I think this is what I want to try and go for. This is more going to be a category showcase rather than the BUU himself. There's still different various ways I'm going to actually want to talk about the BUU, show him off, you know, do stuff with his transformations. But this team is going to be very good for many units. You know, something like this STR Final Form Frieza has a proper category now. I'm going to want to see how well he is. You know, physical Kid BUU, I think this is a good place for him. It's a team that should be able to sustain over 80% HP very easily. So I think him with that 50% attack and defensive buff that he can give is going to be something that's realistic on this team. So I think he's going to be outstanding here. Of course, we have like LR Cell and the EZA Cell. They're going to be very strong. I'm going to want to try and see exactly how like UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta can work. You definitely could make them a rotation on the team. I think you could also do something like with Angel Gold and Frieza to sort of bridge the gap. Have Angel Gold and Frieza on a rotation with one of them. It'll lower their attack power a little bit, but they're still, you know, outstanding units. Then, of course, we got stuff like Janemba, Android 21, like Super Baby 2 is on a real category. There's just a lot to work with this category. There's a lot here. A lot of really strong units. So let's go ahead and jump into the Frieza event for now, like this. Alright, so I do want to see if we're able to get, we'll definitely get a transformation. The only thing about this BUU, right? So he does his transformation after 5 turns. And at that point, he will transform into either, you know, BUU Gohan, BUU Piccolo, or BUU Gotenks. Now, it's based upon how much health you have at the time of the transformation. So I think a majority of the time, almost every time, what you're going to get is you're going to get that BUU Gohan transformation. You're going to be above 80% HP and actually have that transformation actually occur. Of the 3 units, I by far like BUU Piccolo the best, but he's also going to be the most difficult to get with his health down below 49%. That's going to be real rough. Okay, so here's the thing. With a lot of these units, they'll work really well on this team, but I do think this is going to be another one of those teams where rotations are very, very important. As you guys can see, Super BUU does not really link the greatest with LR Cell here. Again, this is a problem. I think they could have given Super BUU shocking speed. You know, Fear and Faith is nice, and it is really nice as well that he holds on to Fear and Faith throughout the entire fight. Here's his super attack animation, which looks pretty good. He does lower attack and defense, which is helpful. So it's very nice that he keeps Fear and Faith for all of his transformations, because again, there's a level of consistency there. Okay, so I gotta remember that this is with physical Kid BUU on rotation, so that Super BUU would have looked really good right there, you know, more so than he normally would with Kid BUU around. Okay, so I want to get, yeah, Cell on the other side. I'm actually gonna, hold on, I want to miss super attacks right here with Cooler and Cell, just because I want to ensure we don't blaze through this fight too fast, because I do actually want to see the BUU transformations take place. Alright, so he's sitting at 1,000,000 right there, linked up with Cooler. So they should have Fierce Battle, and Cooler has Brutal Beatdown as well, right? So those two links, no, Cooler does not have Brutal Beatdown. Wow, okay, I feel it. Brutal Beatdown feels like a link Cooler should have, but so they just have Fierce Battle. That's pretty good. That Super Buu was at a 1 million attack stat, basically just with Fierce Battle active. That's not bad. That is not bad. Even though he only hit with an 80% attack buff, you know, that's all Super Buu has. That's not bad at all. I'm actually pretty impressed with that, to be honest, low key. All right, so let's keep Buu right there. We'll have LR Cell go ahead and finish this off. See, I think a big jewel of this category is going to be LR Cell. Right now, I would say LR Cell is the strongest unit on the category. Yeah, definitely. I think so. Because the only other LR is LR First Form Freeze. Ah! I do think we'll probably get another LR BUU at some point. Probably later this month. They always do that. They follow up a new category with like an LR. Okay, so I want to get the Cooler with Frieza. Okay, boom. So we're looking good there. I will push Kid Buu off rotation here. Cooler should be fine. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, damn, if only if only the Super Buu had shocking speed, that would help out a lot more. Definitely for the consistency of the team, because a lot of the Frieza and Cell units in the game do have shocking speed. You know, that's very common for many sort of villain units. You know, Buhan's got it. All the forms of Janemba have it. Cooler's got it. You know, Super Baby 2 has shocking speed, right? I believe so. Actually, let me confirm that, because there are certain units who I have not used very much that I don't know off the top of my head. No, Super Baby 2 does not have shocking speed. Okay. And we're going to get a transformation here. Yep, going to be Buu Gohan. Pretty much all we're ever going to see. Now, at this point, Buu does take a dramatic jump up. Now he's a lot fucking better, because now he's got shocking speed. He has a 120% attack and defensive buff. He also recovers 10% HP at the start of turn. Let's just have Buhan go ahead and do the attack right here. Normally, I would keep the cells together, but, you know, this video is not really meant for the cell rotation to show off, right? We've already seen that dominant enough on the Android category team. But Buhan, we are at over 500k HP, by the way. That's very good. Okay, 1.3 right there. Again, this is a one dupe. This is my Buhan? Yeah, I think so. So mine has one dupe in him. Still not bad. No, that was the friend one. I think the friend one also has one dupe. So when he becomes Buhan, we've got shocking speed, right? He still has Fear and Faith, shocking speed, big bad bosses. Buhan's link set is very good for, you know, the team and shit like that. All right, so now we'll get a second Buhan transformation. I just don't, I don't see any way really where we're gonna get that health below 49%, because Buu Piccolo, he gets 100% attack and defensive buff, and he also gives 3 key to all allies. Just a tremendous ability right there to be able to do that. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. Because Buhan has that shocking speed, he'll work pretty good as a floater. The Super Buus aren't really going to be able to do very much as floaters on this like sort of build of the team that I'm using. I would need some sort of units with Fear and Faith. The Transforming Frieza does have Fear and Faith, at least until his 3rd transformation. But I think right around his 3rd transformation is probably when Buhan will come out as well. The only thing is that Buu Gotenks, he doesn't have shocking speed. He gets over in a flash. And then Buu Piccolo has just awful links. That's the one negative for Buu Piccolo, is his horrendous links. But because of the fact that he's also a support type unit, it's not really going to hurt him as much as it could for other units. Wow, I actually held back a little bit too much. I did not need to very clearly. Ooh, okay, so I would love to see what our boy Buhan will do. One dupe Buhan. We've got Kid Buu on the rotation. Yeah, let's take a look at this. And I'm also going to be very curious to see, by the way, how Kid Buu's EZA looks. Up to 1.6. You know, this Buu, he's not bad. He's really not bad. That's pretty good. Like, he's not a rainbow unit or anything, and he's able to hit that pretty easily. Does make me think maybe I underrated this Buu a little bit, and his category team is so damn good. Alright, so now we're up against Golden Frieza. Of course, we'll put Cooler out in front. We'll make sure to have all this tech-type orbs for... Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay, here, we'll do this. And then we'll have Cell do that right there. Oh, I could have had him get those tech orbs. Oh, it doesn't matter. Tech Cell is able to get extra ki from rainbow orbs. So even though his links are pretty much bad most of the time, it will enable him to get super attacks as long as you can get him some rainbow orbs. Like that slight buff they did, giving him the extra ki for rainbow orbs, it's very big. It's more of a big deal than you might realize. That's another good thing about the Piccolo, the AGL Extreme Z Awakening Piccolo, as well as the Extreme Z Awakening Kid Gohan. That extra ki for rainbow orbs is always handy. You know, a lot of you guys would know from LR, Vegito, and Gogeta, that's one reason they're able to get their 18 ki supers consistently, is because they get that extra ki from rainbow orbs. Alright, so I'm liking what the team is looking like so far. And again, there's so many units. I think this is going to be another probably pretty good free-to-play category. Because there's just so many units on here that people are going to have. You know, Tech Gold and Frieza is, you know, one of the most common Dokkan Fest units people are going to have. Angel Gold and Frieza, maybe not so much, but he has been on a lot of banners recently. You know, another unit who I really easily could have used here, but I did not. I might honestly just make a video about him entirely, is STR Rose Goku Black. You know, I talked about it before, but his presence on this team is big. He can be so handy giving 3 ki to all of these villain units. Like, there's a bunch of different ways I want to try and build this team and kind of see, you know, how it works out together. Now, if BUU, if he would if he would keep that 3 ki passive of his, I would think as highly of this team as the Movie Boss team. Because at that point, you can literally put anything on here and it would work, like, completely. Just like what will happen on the Movie Boss team with Turles, right? So, this BUU, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at him. So, this right here, this is Amazing Absorption Abilities Super BUU. He, of course, is the Enhanced Transformation category. Ki 3 and 150% the stats. And he also gives Extreme STR 3 ki and 90% the stats, which is gigantic because of STR Rose Goku Black. You can easily run him on this team, and I am definitely going to be doing that at some point. So his super attack is a Mystic Ball attack, which has immense and lowers attack and defense. His passive skill, Evolving Battle Form, is attack and defense 80%. His links are Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Infinite Regeneration, Fear and Faith, The Wall is Standing Tall, and Fierce Battle. Now, the best thing about him is he does keep Fear and Faith throughout the whole... Every transformation has that, so you can always count on that. You know, so you could build a full Fear and Faith team here, and it would always work. 12 ki multiplier is 150%, and then, of course, he's only got 2 categories for now. He is on this, of course, Enhanced Transformation category, as well as the Majin Buu Arc category. So, he's got his 3 transformations. Again, he goes into BUU Gohan when his HP is between 80% and 100% after 5 turns. He goes into BUU Gotenks if his HP is between 50 to 79% after 5 turns. And then he goes into BUU Piccolo if his HP is below 49% after 5 turns. So, looking at BUU Piccolo first, right? BUU Piccolo is very impressive to me with his passive. So, his super attack is a Special Beam Cannon. He greatly raises defense for 1 turn and does immense. His passive skill, Rational Point of View, is attack and defense 100%, and he recovers 15% HP at the start of turn, and all allies get 3 ki and 30% defense. That is like... that's like damn near the best passive in the game. It's just, it's so... He does so much. He... like, for context... Ultra Instinct Sign Goku has attack and defense 100% and then transforms when conditions are met. And think about how good he is. This BUU Piccolo has that, then he recovers 15% HP, and then he also gives all allies 3 ki and 30% defense. He is by far the best of the transformations. Easily. I don't even want to hear it. This BUU, If you could just have this BUU as a unit, he'd be damn near the best unit in the game. Like, that's how amazing that passive is. When I first saw, I was stunned. when I first saw his passive. Now, throughout these transformations, only 2 links change. It goes from Brutal Beatdown to, I believe, Demon. And then he goes from Infinite Regeneration to Brainiacs. Those are the 2 links that change. So then BUU Gotenks is also very strong. His super attack is the Kamehameha, which does immense damage and seals super attacks. His passive skill, Limited Sense of Superiority, is 120% attack, and then 100% defense at the start of turn. He recovers 8% HP at the start of turn, and then he gets an additional 30% attack when the enemy is in an attack down status. So that's very, very good. And then for him, Infinite Regeneration becomes Kamehameha, and then Brutal Beatdown becomes Over in a Flash. So this BUU Gotenks still very, very good. And then BUU Gohan, he also, again, I think is very, very good. So his super attack is the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, which greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. That is a big deal, by the way, and it does immense damage. His passive skill, Momentary Insurance, is attack and defense 120%, and then he recovers 10% HP at the start of turn. And then for him, the Infinite Regeneration becomes Shocking Speed, and Brutal Beatdown becomes Big Bad Bosses, and then that's kind of how he shakes out right there. All of them are very, very good, but again, like, BUU Piccolo is like damn near the best unit in the game. Like, y'all think I'm joking right now, but I'm telling y'all, this BUU Piccolo is just insane. The only bad thing about him, of course, are his links, but still, it's not a big deal. Oh my goodness, do I wish that they would just let us use that BUU Piccolo. All in all, I would say he's definitely a very fun unit, and his category team is just so strong. That's the thing. That category team of his, oh my goodness. There's a lot of fun we're going to be able to have thanks to that. So, I'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all next time.